So today's topic is going to be on how to deal with people that are just ignorant at school, maybe at work, but excuse me. For me, it's people at school. So sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. So at school, we're learning about world religions. We're doing a unit on world religions. And the teacher asks, she's just giving us an example. She's not trying to be too, what do I want to say, dead set on Christianity, Islam, on Judaism, anything like that. She's just asking a random question, and all of a sudden has to turn into this mass debate. So, first of all, she asks, okay, does anybody have some sort of holy book or Bible? Let's just take the Bible for example, because this is the first thing I could think of, is what she said. She could have very well said Torah, whatever, Quran, whatever. And, I don't raise my hand. In my house, I really don't have a Bible. I mean, I don't have a Bible personally. In my house, there is a Bible. I don't read from it. I don't practice anything that goes in there. I think it's absolute nonsense, and I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just all mythology that man has written to somebody in the sky that makes no evidence of his existence. And I don't raise my hand. I'm just sitting in my chair with my arms crossed. I'm not freaking out. I'm not tapping my foot. Don't have any nervous twitch or anything. I'm just sitting there, not raising my hand. Didn't say a word. Of course, the Pentecostal girl next to me, I'd like to give her a reality check on how many times the Bible contradicts itself. And let's just go back to the Pentecostal girl story. Is she doesn't cut her hair. And then my social studies teacher, she asked her, why don't you cut your hair? And she goes, because the Bible says so. And then I'm in my mind thinking like 80 different things that the Bible says that she probably wouldn't do. I'd love to ask her, would you kill your own child if God asked you to? Because the Bible says so. There's an example of that. So would you do that? Would you kill your own child for the name of God? Anyways, she asked me, why don't you have a Bible? And I'm like, I'm atheist. And she goes, what's that? Of course, like everybody else in my world that doesn't know what atheist means, except for my friends, of course, at my school. They know what atheist means because I just kind of like to rant sometimes to them, but they listen to what I had to say. They're very nice friends. They're genuine. And, I'm like, well, I'm atheist. And she's like, what does that mean? Because she's a product of indoctrination, of hardcore indoctrination, and of course she's not going to know what the word atheist means. I didn't even know until I was about 8 or 9 what atheist meant, and I very could have well been atheist at 8 or 9, because at 8 or 9, I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Do I really want to sacrifice all this time for something that probably isn't real, and how many scientific facts contradict it? So, anyways, that'll be a different vlog, young and stuff like that. And so she keeps asking me questions. She's like, why don't you believe in God? And I'm like, I don't want to say anything too offensive, because at school I'd probably get my ass beat because everybody else is Christian. Okay. So she asked me, why don't you believe in God? And I'm like, well, it just doesn't make sense to me how something can create the earth and be so so graceful and loving and kind, and perform miracles. His son can perform miracles and things like this, when we have people starving all over the United States, Africa, on every continent. I bet you can find a starving person. We have people that rob and steal. We have people that get shot over drugs. We have like drug wars in Mexico. We have all these terrible things going on. Earthquakes in Japan. I just heard there was another recent one. I think it might have been like a 7.0 or something. Another recent earthquake in Japan. Not the one that happened last year in 2011. The one that happened 2012-ish. Kind of in the midst of both. There's another little earthquake. Maybe a major, I don't know. In Japan. Did God create that? Did God kill hundreds and thousands of people? Oh, it's God's plan. It's God's plan. It's in the Bible. The only thing she kept telling me, God's plan in the Bible. God's plan in the Bible. And the only really thing you can do for these kinds of people that are just so ignorant and can't give you any depth to their explanation is to play what many of atheists call the ad hoc game. Here, I have an app called, I have an app and it's called, I forget what it's called, but it's like an atheist debation or atheist debater app or something. And, where is it? What does it say about, the ad hoc game? You ask them certain kinds of questions that many Christians don't have answers to. Like, what do I want to say? What's it made of? How does it work? Tell me how this works. Why did this happen? Tell me this. Explain it in more depth. That's what I mean by the ad hoc game. You kind of got to play that in. If you can't get it through their thick skulls, you just finally got to be a little more fierce. Some people you can be a little more calm with, and you can just be kind of like, listen, this is what I don't think. Why do you think this exists? Or something like that. And they'll give you a logical explanation. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I personally don't believe that. You know what? Why don't we go get some coffee or something like that? But there are people that still persist to not agree with you and not to agree to disagree. Those people, you just have to, based on their level of, I don't want to say stupidity, because religion is not stupidity. I don't want to say level of how hardcore they are on religion is how hard you have to, how intensely you have to speak to them and what kind of facts you have to use to contradict what they're saying. That's the main point of this was. And I will see you all in the next AV or possibly just normal vlog on this channel. Bye. Hey, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.